Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. Today I have another version, similar version of a Blackluster Soldier deck. I was going through the comments on the last video, which by the way did really good, so I appreciate you guys watching. And some people were not satisfied with the gameplay. They say it was kind of boring. And you know what, I'll take any excuse to play this deck again, but we are going to be playing it differently. I have now in my possession one Chaos Dragon Legionnaire, and why not test it in this deck with the heavy starter skill. So for heavy starter you need 3 monsters that are level 5 or higher in your deck, and then you have an improved chance of having one of them in your starting hand. Or monsters are going to be Blackluster Soldier, Legionnaire, and Thunder Dragon Duo. Basically the idea behind this is if we're able to get our Light Sworn Mills going, then we'll have a monster to either summon, being BLS, or we can banish those light and darks with Dragon Duo or Legionnaire in order to get searching. You know, we can search with Beginning Night, we can search with Evening Twilight Night, and then we go on with our combos from there. We're having a little bit more help as far as mill by adding the Needlebug Nest. I'm not running Solo Recharge because I cut down the number of Light Sworns. I'm now only running 6. So the Solo Recharge would probably break this deck too much. We have double Kiteroid, and we are running one Grass Looks Greener. Everything else, it's pretty consistent to how I was running it before. I cut down the duo to 1 because I wanted to. At worst, I'm going to have all 3 of them in my hand, and I still have a card that might make the hand playable. I didn't want to, you know, saturate myself with 4 level 5 or higher monsters and have that potentially opening hand of all my level 5 or higher. So imagine if I have all this and like grass, then yeah, that's a playable hand. It's probably a really good hand. But other than that, the deck stayed the same. 3 of all of the little BLS boys. Double Kiteroid, I think I already said that. I still have one Super Soldier Soul. This card is really good. Especially because if you mill it and you don't have a target for your Super Soldier Synthesis in hand, you can easily search it off with Super Soldier Soul. Another way to search a target to ritual summon from the hand is going to be your Charge the Light Brigade, because if you add the Raiden, you can use that with your Super Soldier Synthesis. Other than that, you guys should know how this deck goes. Extra deck stayed the same, I believe. I might have taken out Brionac because I didn't need it and I wanted Michael in here, but Seda was just way too good to get rid of. So we're running 4 level 7s, 5 level 7s, and the 1 level 8. Sorry that there's no deck list on the side. I decided to make this this video on a limp because I literally got my Legionnaire Dragon, what, 3 hours ago, if that. I decided to bite the bullet. I was like, you know what, there's 18 packs left. There was a sale that I still needed to buy. I just went for it. We were able to get it, so now we get to test it. Going up against Master of Destiny, so we know it's some sort of Desperado shenanigans. But yeah, as you can see, heavy starter, we have Legionnaire, BLS Soldier, and we have Super Soldier Synthesis. So it's an amazing hand. If we were going second, it would be even better. But this is just fine. We can search the Raiden, so we can activate our Super Soldier Synthesis, or because we mill a Super Soldier Soul, we can just search for a Beginning Night. That way I get the double banishing effect plus the banishing from the hand, which is what we're going to do right now. It seemed worth it to just go for it because we're taking a card away from my opponent, and I can follow up with Legionnaire if he is able to out my field, which he does. He's going to use 2 of his guaranteed heads to destroy my BLS and then destroy my Raiden. At his end phase, I'm going to use Envoy of Chaos effect, banish the Evening and Beginning Night so I can search. Charge to the Light Brigade, pick up another Raiden, activate Synthesis, go for BLS, using my Raiden and my Evening Twilight so that I can banish from the hand yet again. And he's gonna scoop it up, but we still have the Legionnaire follow up alongside the Envoy of Chaos for the you know, attack boost. So it's really good. I think 1 BLS is fine. It's it's really hard for you to be able to go into 2 since you can't activate synthesis more than once per turn, and a lot of times your BLS won't survive. So having the 2, doesn't really benefit. It's better because you have a higher chance of milling it and you can special summon it from the grave. But I feel like this way, since we're constantly banishing, it's very easy to search. So here we have BLS to start, pick up a charge of the Light Brigade. But we also have the Needlebug Nest to go alongside Kiteroid, so we were still pretty safe. I'm gonna search a Raiden just so I can get the mills going. I wasn't too scared of getting OTK'd, and then I saw the Alistair and I was like, okay. As long as he doesn't have Concentrating Current, we'll be able to survive thanks to the Kiteroid. He's gonna go for Purgatrio, of course he is. Add the Alistair back with Invocation. Alright. Hit for 2000, we're gonna use the Kiteroid to not take any further damage. Activate Needlebug Nest. At the end phase, we're going to banish Beginning and Levianeer. I went ahead and banished the Levianeer because I wasn't going to search anything with a Dark one, and if I'm able to get my Dragon Duel, maybe I can put Levianeer back at the top of the deck. Now we're going to search with Super Soldier Soul, activate Synthesis, using the Evening that we just searched and a Beginning Knight from the deck. So now we get double banish, banish from the hand, and we get the double attack boost. But we only need one. Finish him off. Alright, so now you're seeing my opponent not necessarily give up. They're making their big play, we're surviving it, and then countering whatever the board they have. So hopefully this is more entertaining. Guy, hope you're watching. That wasn't salty. Really, it's helping me. I wanted an excuse to play this deck again. I will be testing more of the cards from the mini box, possibly tonight when I stream. I've just been having insane amounts of fun with this BLS deck right now, so we're sticking to it. Alright, we're gonna go second up against Bandit Keith. Go ahead and search with Lumina. We have a Light Sworn in the grave, so we can go into a synchro play.
Welcome.
Thank you whoever that was that just either subscribed to the YouTube or followed on Twitch. Appreciate both. Alright, we're gonna go Samurai Destroyer because we don't know what that is. It's a 30 card deck, so it could be a Raikou. Turns out it's a Plague Spreader Zombie. Alright, he's gonna go for the set. We top deck Levianeer. We're banishing all lights though because I didn't have any darks at the moment. And I could have special summoned with Levianeer, but I didn't want to because I wanted to go for the BLS play. So we're gonna be able to banish from the hand real quick. Go for the attack, activate Envoy. I thought I had one. There's a Kiteroid. So Kiteroid is gonna keep him alive. He chooses to take 3000 over 2600. I didn't really understood that, but that's what he did. We're gonna go ahead and banish to add Envoy of Chaos back, since a Dragon Duo would get over, or Blackluster Soldier normally if they go 3100. Alright, Thunder Dragon Roar is going to add the Hawk back. And unfortunately, because, think about this, normally Thunder Dragons can very easily go into a synchro play. I mean, he has the Plague Spreader in the graveyard, but because we banished this face down resource, he doesn't have the card to send back to the deck. That's why Glow Up Bulb is so important in Thunder Dragon's decks. And that's pretty much what gave us the win, really, because any synchro play, something like Black Rose, even though Samurai Destroyer comes back, you can always Black Rose with Dragon Dart, search for Dragon Duo, Duo destroys the Samurai Destroyer. Would have put me in a bad spot, but which one is that one actually? I think that was 3, yeah. Then we have double Carly. This was a very interesting deck that I went up against. First time I see someone using Carly's skill in a very interesting build. You guys should see. It's actually a very competitive duel. A lot of back and forth. What that guy wants, if he's watching this. Better leave a like and a comment, fam. Alright, so we're going second. We don't have the greatest of hands, so we appreciate. So I usually play without sound, so this is the first time I hear her soundtrack, and not a fan. Alright, it's going to add a Raiden Meal. Meal's a master with Eyes of Blue, so he's going to be able to special summon the Blue Eyes. And ends his turn. We don't really have much, so the most we can do is Lumina, hope for a nice meal. We do meal a Kiteroid, so we're sort of protected from the OTK. He's gonna meal with Raiden. He's gonna go into Michael to banish my back row, which is just bait. It's a needlebug nest. We actually meal our second Kiteroid, so we are very well protected. And now it's time for our plays. We have Thunder Dragon Duel and Levianeer. So we're gonna summon Levianeer, banishing 2 lights and a dark. Destroy both Blue Eyes. Beginning Night is going to search for another ritual spell. This was a mistake. I had a better play if I would have summoned my Evening Twilight Knight first. Because, and I'm saying this, as I was doing it, I noticed it. But if I summon my Evening Twilight Knight right now, I can destroy it with my Levianeer. That puts another dark in the grave that's not my Envoy of Chaos. So I can summon the Dragon Duo. And more importantly, that searches for my Black Luster Soldier. Although doing that, I wouldn't have had a monster to use the Soldier Synthesis with. But that's another thing I could have done just to thin the deck out. Michael is going to add a Lumina. I guess he thought, you know, to save himself, even though he does have either a Bacon Saber or a Kiteroid in the graveyard. Plus my Levianeer cannot attack. Right, so he's gonna go into Black Rose Dragon. Nice. He still has a Bacon Saber or a Kiteroid, so he wasn't dead there. We meal with Charge the Light Brigade or Black Luster Soldier, which is super clutch. Now we can use the Evening Twilight and a Beginning Night from the deck. Banish that card in hand. Summon the Lumina, and because I knew he wasn't dead here, my best bet was going for Zeta, so I could stop whatever play he tries to do to destroy my BLS. Yeah, so Kiteroid is gonna save him. This was very interesting, by the way. I don't know if he summoned this in attack position, because do you have to summon this in attack position? No, you don't. So I don't know if he summoned in attack position to bait out the Zeta, which if he did, mad props, because it works. I'm gonna activate Zeta. And then he's gonna use a Carly skill. It's gonna add the Blue Eyes, activate Lost and Found. Yeah, Lost and Found to add a Fortune Fairy from the graveyard to the hand. Normal summons that, uses Master with Eyes of Blue. Now he's gonna be able to crash with my BLS, but Zeta is coming back alongside a 0 attack monster, and we get the win. A nice back and forth duel, if you ask me. And then last but not least, another Carly Carmine. I mean, I'm doing the same thing. I'm trying to farm skills while getting her leveled up. But she doesn't have heavy starter, so we're using Brokuba. Alright, so we have Levianeer, really good. And this was pretty interesting, Despot. That's why I added this. It's been months since I saw a Despot deck. So we're just gonna meal with Needlebug Nest and the boy Raiden. We're pretty safe with Kiteroid. Unless he's... because I think if the Despot gets like super attacked with one of those, they can't deal damage or they only deal half the damage, something like that. I vaguely read the cards. We're gonna go Levianeer. If we choose to destroy this guy, he can actually destroy another one instead, so we're just gonna destroy the other two, not even worry about it. But we're banishing a Beginning and an Evening, so we can go ahead and search for Ritual and for Black Luster Soldier. This I could have done with Dragon Duo. That's kind of the whole spice of the deck. We normal summon the Soul, send the Black Luster Soldier to the graveyard, so now we have a 3000 attack Soul on top of a BLS that can banish twice and from the hand. What is Carline and Despot's expected to do, right? We get the win. I'm loving this deck, man. I did play a little bit of a 20 card version. It's good, it's consistent, but if you guys have been in my channel for a long enough time, you know I love decks like this. I don't know, they're just more fun to me. I don't know if it's because they're 30 cards or just the whole hybrid sense of them. But yeah, now we have Chaos Dragon Levineer. We're going to be using this bad boy in a lot of decks coming up and in the stream. So hope you guys tune in. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. And until next time.